Right, so for today's video, we're going to be talking about a situation where a TikToker has called out a company after purchasing something from said company for her wedding. Now, a little disclaimer, in just a few seconds, my clothing is going to change, and that is because I recorded 2 videos back to back, and I didn't do an intro for this video, so I'm just recording this quickly. But either way, let's add some context to the situation, shall we? Now, the TikToker you need to be aware of for this situation is Krysta Garcia, a TikToker with 2,500 followers. And the company you need to be aware of is a company that you've probably never heard before, so I hope you can follow along, but it's a small little company called Disney. And Disney actually have this ongoing collaboration with a brand called Vera Wang, and I believe they're like a wedding dress company. This is their website right here, with some wedding dresses on here. From what I can tell, this is like a luxury brand. Now, in their collaboration with Disney, one of the items that they release is these Minnie Mouse ears. This is one that's actually on the Disney store right now. It's these ears, right? It's actually a collaboration with Swarovski. Always struggle to pronounce that. But yeah, as you can see, Vera Wang Minnie Mouse ears, £555. Now, they're the only Vera Wang ears I can see on the website currently, but that's not the product we're talking about today. We're actually talking about this product right here, which is Vera Wang Bridal Mini Ears 2024. And if we actually scroll down, it says the original retail price of the ears was $450. And as we can see by the pictures, it's these Minnie Mouse ears, I assume supposed to be like really high quality with this like veil as well, right, for weddings. Now, Krysta Garcia, who we mentioned earlier, if we actually scroll down her page right now, she is clearly a big fan of Disney. She's got a lot of videos doing like Disney unboxings and whatnot. In fact, on her bio, it literally says meant to be a Disney local, and she actually wanted these Vera Wang ears for her wedding, and in fact made a video saying that she made a purchase.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, thank you for your order.
I did it.
And she did it, yeah, so she made the purchase. So at this point, it seems like it's all going well, right? She made the purchase for about $500 for these ears. She was gonna wear them at a wedding, but then recently we got a video from Krysta, which on about 1.5 million views at this point, where she is reopening these ears for the 3rd time.
This is my 3rd, yes, you heard me correctly, 3rd pair of Vera Bradley ears.
Now, one thing I do need to say is that throughout this video, she says like Vera Bradley, which is a different brand that sell bags, I believe. She's not talking about Vera Bradley. She mentions it in a follow-up video. She didn't mean to say that. She even put some text on screen at some point, like correcting herself. She means Vera Wang, it's just a brand that sounds similar. But yeah, that's just a little disclaimer. But either way, she carries on and explains why this is the 3rd pair that she's had to open.
The first pair had stains. No, I'm sorry. The first pair had a rip in the veil. The second pair looks like somebody wore them and then returned them and had dirty marks all over them. This is now my 3rd pair. 3rd. And if this pair is not the way that they're supposed to look, I'm just going to take that as a sign that I was not meant to have these ears and that they just need to go.
Okay, so as you just heard, the first time she ordered, it had a rip in the veil. Second pair had like stains and they looked dirty or whatever else, right? You're buying an expensive item here, $500. It's also for your wedding, right? It's not just a random item that's going to sit around. You're going to be wearing it for your wedding. You want it to be perfect. Now, the problem is here is that when Krysta actually opens this item, you can clearly see that she's a bit suspicious, right? She's like looking through, kind of like quiet at first. And then she realizes that she's seen this very specific item before.
You gotta be fucking kidding me! I'm done. I'm returning them and I'm just gonna be fucking done. Because they sent me back. They sent me back the same pair that I returned the first time!
Yeah, so the reason why she has seen this item before is because, like she just said, it's the item she returned the first time that had the rip. Now, the thing is, the first time I looked at this, I was thinking, where's the rip, right? You can't really see it. We do get a closer look at it in the second video. It's more of like a tear, like it looks like a piece of thread's been pulled out. Either way, it's the item that she had the first time and she returned. And again, it's for your wedding, you want to be perfect, I understand that. And in fact, Krysta is so confident that this is the first item that she returned, she even says that she can tell that her dog's hair is still on it.
Vera Bradley and Disney, I have a fucking bone to pick with you because I don't fucking understand how I returned 2 pairs of these ears 2 pairs, okay? The first pair I got, the veil was ripped. The second pair I got, it looked like somebody wore them and then dragged the veil, the ears across the floor. And now the third pair that I just got in the mail, as soon as I opened the box, I was like, that's weird. This looks like the ones that I returned the first time. And what do you know? It is. They are. There's actual dog hair on them from my dog. I have a husky, so naturally when I opened them, I had dog hair on my clothes. There's dog hair on these. And it has the same tear in the veil why I returned them in the first place, the first pair. There is a rip across from here all the way across the whole veil that you can't see right now because my lights are washing it out, but I can insert a freaking picture. I am so upset. These ears are $450. Why is there no quality control? The best part is that they were shoved back in with this, back in this, back in the box, and then this was re-put back on it. Somebody put it back on. They were put back in a box and returned back to me. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Okay, so as you can clearly tell, she was very pissed off about this, right? She's tried return this item multiple occasions and now receiving the same item back that she already returned. Now, looking at the comments on this video, it's clear that a lot of the comments are just saying, I don't see the tear, because in this video, it definitely is very hard to see, right? I didn't see the first time I watched this either, right? I feel like you're being too picky with these because I thought they looked fine. Do you see the tear? I'm afraid to say I don't. Another comment saying, was the tear in the room? Yelled at me and I didn't even get to see the huge tear. And now this is where we get to the second video where we do get to see the tear in question, but first of all, Krysta actually goes on to apologize to Vera Bradley for saying Vera Bradley in the video instead of Vera Wang.
I do want to apologize for screaming Vera Bradley. I did have a formal apology in that video, but then I deleted it on accident. I couldn't get it back. I was too far gone editing, but I do want to say I'm sorry for screaming Vera Bradley. I know that people were tagging them and that was my mess up, so I just wanted to apologize and say I'm sorry, Vera Bradley, that you got caught in the crossfire.
And then Krysta goes on to talk about the tear and we get to see some video.
There is a tear. The material is fragile material. There's a pull at the bottom of the veil, and there is a tear from that pull that goes all the way across the bottom of the veil. So that's the second thing. The third thing, I'm not wearing these to my wedding. These are not going to make or break my wedding day. These I purchased for myself because I love Disney. I collect Disney merch, and I'm engaged. I am getting married. I wanted to treat myself and splurge on myself. I don't really think that that's the end of the world. I do work. These were not gifted to me. I'm not ungrateful. I work hard for my money, and when I spend my money on something that's supposed to be a collectible item, a luxury collectible item.
Okay, right, so as we can see about this video, right, there is this line going through it, which again, like I said, I thought it was like a thread's being kind of like pulled out or something. She was calling it a tear in the video. I don't know what the correct term is, right? But yeah, there is this line. It's definitely visible. And I get that that might seem as something like small, but when you do add the context of it costing like $450, it's for a wedding as well. You've already tried returning it on 2 different occasions. You've now received the first item back that you should have tried returning. I can see why you'd be pissed off. And now at this point in the video, Krysta actually goes on to reply to some of the comments she got in a previous video. And I tried scrolling down finding these type of comments, but I couldn't see any. But apparently there was some people kind of questioning why there would be dog hair on it, or they had a problem with the fact that there'd be dog hair on it, and she wants to respond to that. And then there was also comments from people saying that she was already looking for a problem because she was like looking so closely, or maybe her energy seemed like she wanted to find a problem.
Also, the dog hair situation. I have dog hair on my clothes at all times. So when I said there's dog hair on, yes, there was a strand or 2 of dog hair on them. I mean, I didn't think that was a gigantic deal when I was returning an item that does have a very visible mark on them, damage to them. They should never be put back on the shelf to be sent to somebody else. Also, when people are saying that I'm looking for an issue, I was not looking for an issue. I've now, keep in mind, I've gotten the package 2 separate times, so I know how the package is supposed to be wrapped. So when I opened up that white bag and I saw the veil and how it looked inside of there, I immediately knew that something was wrong. I am upset that this has happened, and not for nothing, they are 2 multi-billion-dollar companies. So it's kind of my thought process while I was screaming was, why does this keep happening? Why is this happening? No one has reached out to me. I did speak to a customer service rep for Disney, and she's just doing her job. I let her know what happened. I feel like my crash out was valid, but at that point, in the night, and with that being my third time, my patience had just reached its boiling point and I boiled over.
And then to end the video, Krysta goes on to explain what her intentions were when she was recording the video.
The intention of the video was supposed to be a happy video. I start off not really knowing where it's going to go because it is my third time opening the package. People that are on my side, thank you for understanding. The other people that just don't understand, I mean, you're just choosing not to understand. That's fine. I have not been able to make it to UPS before they close. I'm trying to get them out today to return. I'm actually about to go run in and get my nails done.
Okay, so then she goes on to explain what she's doing with the rest of her day, but look, clearly she's not very happy with the situation, and the comments on this video are a bit more understanding now that we've seen like a closer look. Like we have comments like this one saying, also an actual Vera Wang veil or any top quality veil can be so expensive. You have every right to be mad because I know I would be livid if I bought something designer and it wasn't designer. There's another comment here saying for $500 I would return it for half a flower petal being missing or less. Also, these are like special enough to have better quality control, and any company should at least know better than to send it. And then some more similar comments like this one saying, nah, if I paid $500 for something, it better be in brand new condition with not a single flaw. And another one here saying, I'd be asking for compensation for my time too, for back and forth with the returns. And finally, Krysta's most recent video on this situation, as we can see with the text on screen, is returning the Disney/Vera Wang bridal ears. And I'll just skim through quickly. It's a 22-second video. She literally gets the parcel, walks into UPS, it looks like, and returns it. And as we also heard in that last video, she's no longer wearing these at the wedding. It seems like she is done with the situation. And there we have it. That is all the information we have up until now. I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below of maybe what you would do in this situation, just your thoughts in general on the situation. Any of your thoughts, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, as you can probably tell, didn't record an outro either. So we're here now. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.